June of 2000 here, coming at you a review of criminally underrated thriller in the franchise of Halloween, and definitely a lot better than. Oh man, I thought I had that piece of shit. Oh, hold on, folks. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was looking if I had this or not, but Johnny sent me this motherfucker, and it was funny. Halloween Ends. What a piece of shit. Yeah, fuck this movie up its ass because this movie is the worst sequel of all time. And people want to say, oh, this is different, this is different. Oh, and Halloween 3 sucks. No, fuck that. Halloween 3 is different. It did something different. I know I agree. Yeah, when they first came out, man, people were pissed that no Michael Myers. Yeah, of course, they used the Halloween 3. They fucked up. But all in all, I enjoy this movie. Tom Atkins kicks ass. I thought the other actors were great. Stacey Nelkin was great and hot. Dan Ellie was great. And probably the most underrated villain out of those 80s horror movies. He's probably the most underrated horror villains out there. As Conal Cochran, that he wants to see all the kids sacrificed by wearing these evil Silver Shamrock masks of the skull, the witch, and the pumpkin mask. And that all these snakes and bugs and shit will come out. But all in all, this is a crazy fucking film. A lot better than this piece of shit. And this piece of shit steals the opening credits of this movie, which this movie does a great job where it opens up where you see this pumpkin on a computer and it has like this blue filter credited and this eerie soundtrack by Alan Howarth and John Carpenter, who does a badass composing job in the soundtrack. And of course, it's directed by Tom Wallace, who also was involved directing the It miniseries, which is underrated. And I would say these are two underrated movies. This one and It miniseries. But it opens up with Stacey Nelkin's dad running away from these henchmen of Conal Cochran, trying to show the secret that, oh, these masters are dangerous. We gotta stop them. But one of the men goes to the hospital after he's been sedated there. They kill him and they crunch his face up, making him look like Judd fucking Hirsch, which was pretty funny. But the dude kills himself, blow him up. Tom Atkins doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's a doctor there that seen this guy blowing himself up. He thought the guy was on drugs, doing this shit. But one leads to another. He goes investigates more information from his daughter. Oh, and my dad had to get these masks from Santa Mira, where they made the Silver Shamrock mask. So they go to Santa Mira, and one leads to another. He starts like seeing what the hell is this Conal Cochran going on in his factory of Silver Shamrock, and one leads to another. One of the people that's staying there, she gets her mouth blasted by this batch, pretty much like a voucher of. Well, I had a beanie of Silver Shamrock mask, of Skull Mask. It had the Silver Shamrock logo where she was fucking around with a button, and then lasered Star Wars on her mouth, and a bunch of snakes and bugs were coming out of her mouth, and she's dead. And what leads to another, they're going to the factory, and they're seeing the process that he made toys. So he was famous for all these fun toy shit. And of course, making the mask of the Silver Shamrock mask. They see that Ellie's dad's car's there in the back lot, hidden from the view of the crowd. And they think there's something suspicious about Conal Cochran, so what leads to another, they're trying to get out of there until they're stuck by Conal Cochran's henchmen, and then they kidnap Ellie. They go after Tom Atkins, who's trying to get into the building to save Ellie, but he encounters Dick Warlock as one of the androids and punches his stomach with his weird orange shit, but it's revealed that it was orange juice, which was disgusting. It had like this nasty orange substance, blood with the wires of the robots of the androids. And of course, he's caught by Cochran, and he's forced to see this family that he met at the hotel encounter the Silver Shamrock mask attack. And what leads to another, the kid's pumpkin mask starts melting, and a bunch of snakes and shit falls out, and it attacks his mom and dad, kills them both. Pretty damn disturbing scene. And it's going to happen to all the kids that are on America wearing these masks, and they're going to be attacked. They're going to be attacked by these bugs, and they're going to attack their parents too. And one leads to another. He wants to make his escape after he escaped from a trap that Cochran put him in a TV wearing a Silver Shamrock mask, but he makes his escape and saves Ellie, attacks all of Cochran's henchmen, and what least another, all the things are making Cochran's henchmen, who are androids, explode with their blood orange shit substance. And Cochran's like clapping, like, you're gonna be too late. And of course, he turns into stone, which was weird. I thought like maybe Cochran would be getting out of there, but I guess he died. But of course, Ellie, and Tom Atkins are gonna go driving away, but it's revealed that Ellie's an android too. She tries to attack him and kill him, but he defeats her back, and it keeps going like a Terminator route where she's not dying, but he keeps beating her up, taking her arms off, her neck off, her body off from the android body, and then he runs away to the gas station that her dad encountered in the beginning of the movie. That was picked up by a gas station attendant. Tells him, "Where's the phone? I need to call somebody. They need to stop the countdown." And while he's another, the TV's like station are trying to tell him like, we want to play it, but he wants them to stop him because many kids are gonna die. And many stations are stop. There's a few stations that are stopping, and one of the kids that were in a Silver Shamrock mask that's trick or treating at the gas station, which is pretty funny but different. But they're changing the channel. Oh, because he keeps saying, "We're having technical difficulties. Stay stand by," and then changing it, and then one leads to another. One commercial's not going away. He's saying, the third commercial, "Stop it." He keeps like, which is a nod to the Invasion Body Snatchers ending. You're next. And then one leads to another. He's yelling, which originally the movie was going to end where after he yells, "Stop it," and it was going to hear all the bunch of kids screaming, echoing around the world, which would have been kind of fucked up to hear. But it was more effective that he just echoes, "Stop it," and then the movie ends. You don't know what the hell happened, if he did proceed them to stop it, or... But of course the original ending was going to have this audio of kids screaming and echoing in the screen, which I guess it was going to process this shit happening, and all the kids were going to be killed from the Silver Shamrock mask that Conal Cochran was going to attack them on. But all in all, I think this movie kicks ass. Perfect score, badass score by Alan Howarth and John Carpenter. Fuck Halloween Ends, because to me Halloween Ends still the opening of the movie, and people want to say that was different. No, to me this was fucking different. The horror anthology idea was different. I feel like they should have continued with that in the series. But we did got 4, which I love 4. But after that, 4 was kind of a cluster. Like after 4, 5 was a clusterfuck. 6 was alright movie, and then H2O was great, perfect ending. But Resurrection was a forgettable fucking comedy shit. Then the Rob Zombie movies, and then the David Gordon Green trilogy. Of course, you got Ends that he fucking directed, which is a piece of shit. Sorry about that, folks. But fuck this movie. But I'm glad Johnny sent me this toilet paper so I could see it and then display how I feel about that movie. Fuck Halloween Ends. It's to this day, because that movie pisses me off to that day. What the fuck they did to Michael Myers. And yeah, oh, there's no Michael Myers in Halloween 3. Yeah, at least you don't see Michael Myers being fucking treated like shit and not even seen in his own damn movie, and then gets his ass kicked 5 minutes in at the end of the movie. Fucking bullshit. I even hate the way they killed him. Stupid. At least this movie, at least you see him in a TV promo at the bar scene where Tom Atkins is drinking. At least that was fucking better. But all in all, this movie kicks ass. This movie kicks Halloween's Ends ass. And to me, this is a great underrated movie that I used to fucking hate like everybody else because there was no Michael Myers. But as soon as I got older, by my high school time, I appreciated this movie. And I do think this movie kicks ass. And the soundtrack is badass by Alan Howarth and John Carpenter. One of their best scores, hands down. But yeah, that's Halloween 3, folks. And see you on the next one, folks. Take care.